I would always get the comment of like, oh, you would be so pretty if only you weren't pango. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mary Chris, and for today's video, we're going to try on our Ipsy. Yay! I will try to link down below the unboxing video or unbagging video that I did with September's Ipsy. I keep on forgetting to say September Ipsy. So, how is everyone? I'm not super duper loud today because everyone is still sleeping. I'm trying to get as much pre-filming as possible. And I'm sorry about my neck. I don't know. I'm peeling a little bit. I don't know why. But let's put some lip balm on. I'm definitely not going to use the lip balm that we got from Ipsy because it gave me a tingling sensation, and I think it made my dry lips even worse, so we're not going to do that. Grab your coffee. I have mine. Speaking of coffee, I actually just came back from a walk with my friend. So that was really nice. So what we do is we run and then we walk like every other day. So run and then walk the next day. Just so that way we still get the benefits of waking up early in the morning and at the same time still working out and still getting out of the house. So anyways, I just feel like that's the best way for me to start my day. So again, this is the bag that we got from Ipsy. And I actually, you know what? Wait, let me get my beauty blender. Also, of course, already prepped my skin. I have a lot of errands to do today, a lot of things to do today. So I'm like, you know what? 8:30 in the morning, let's get started and get our life together because I still have so many things to do. So I got this is the Ultra Perfection tint. You know what? I already used this. I already said that. But I wanted to try it out, and so that way I have a little bit more depth in my thoughts because I haven't just used them one time. And nothing against first impressions, those are valuable as well in their own right. But just for this one, I just wanted to try it out. And so I noticed for me, the best way for me to apply this is use it with a brush first and then going in with a beauty blender, and we can chit chat. And how about you guys? What have you done today so far? I have just been trying to balance out, you know, my life with everything else, and it's tricky, but it's worth it and it's fun and challenging, and we always need a good challenge, right? So what I like to do is I like to just buff it in, get into that onto my pores. I'm gonna get rid of that creasing. And I honestly don't even know why my neck is shedding, peeling like crazy. It's not even winter time yet, because usually I do peel a little bit because I get a tan in the summer, and it's not that I get lighter in the winter, but I go down a shade. It's just, you know, the natural cycle. You're not as much in the sun. And so, anyways, now that I'm done, now that I'm done with that, I will use my beauty blender, which I will squeeze a little bit more because I feel like if it's my beauty blender is too damp, it affects the foundation on top, the longevity, the texture, everything. And so I've made that mistake way too many times. So let's just squeeze that and buff that into your skin. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Because I cannot completely blend my foundation with the brush. I can't seem to get the streakiness out. It's just I can't. So I do. Whoa. I almost spilled my coffee. Yeah, it's too streaky. It's like weekend for me is like a mad dash of pre-filming and getting stuff done around the house, and you know, doing family things on top of that. And so you're just like you don't have enough time for anything basically. But that's why waking up early in the morning has been beneficial to me. Okay, I think we didn't get a concealer. So, okay, I'm gonna be back. So that's it so far. I usually just put one layer. Actually, let's try it out how it is with 2 layers. I don't think I've tried it like that, but yeah. So, let's try it out. The one thing I like about this is they actually got my shade match, which, I mean, it's a tint, so it's a little bit easier to do that. Just a little bit more coverage. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? I did not powder my skin. Oh no, and it's going to be hot today. So I don't know how this is gonna last on me, but we're gonna try our best. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this up, but as you can see, it's just a very, very, very light coverage. But I like how it fades into your skin throughout the day, that's for sure. But yeah, my beauty blender smells good. Anyways, guys, I'll be back. Just gonna blend this out more, and I'll be back with the rest of the product. I'm back. Let's have a sip of our coffee. I heated it up because it was getting too lukewarm, and I don't like a lukewarm coffee. I either get a cold coffee or a hot coffee, not a warm coffee. Anyways, wait 1 second. Okay, I'm here. So for our Ipsy, we got this Ipsy eyeshadow. It's a single shadow, so we're just gonna use one shadow today for our look. Oh, I didn't prime my lids. So let's do that. And I'm gonna use the Milani eyeshadow primer, just a tiny bit. I actually tried this look already, and I'm just gonna do a different way this time, and it's really nice. Like, I think it's a very versatile shadow, as you will see. Lightly tap it with our brush. That can be our transition, and we're gonna blend our life away with that. That's just gonna be a very light transition, and then I'm gonna try to do a gradient. I find that for me, if I am doing a one shadow, as long as you have a little bit of a gradient, it works. So I'm gonna put that very, very lightly, just to kind of make sure that it's kind of all blown out. There we go. Oh my gosh. There. Blend. So see how just with a tap, that's just like a nice light wash of color. That can be our transition shade. Now with our a little bit more tapered stained brush, we're just gonna do a little bit, and we're gonna put that on our outer V, just a little bit. One thing I like about the shadow, and I think it works just to do a one shadow, is it does transform itself when you blend it out or pack it in, as you will see when I start packing this in. Again, ooh, see how that's like really pretty? But guys, you know what I wanted to talk about today? Filipino beauty standard. So I've been thinking about this actually. Like growing up, I would always get the comment of like, oh, you would be so pretty if only you weren't pango. And pango, it means like my nose. See how I don't have a bridge? That's pango. And it would be, something that would be said to me, and I'm like, oh. And actually, when I was younger, I would think of like, should I get plastic surgery when I'm older? Because I was, if someone points out something and make you feel ugly, of course you're gonna start, especially when you're still a kid, at school, and you're like, whoa. I'm like, am I ugly? Like, should I change my nose? Kind of deal. And that's how I felt. And then so sometimes now that I'm doing my makeup, because of course now I have grown and matured and realized, no, being pango is not something bad. It's just part of the beauty standard of the Philippines to have Eurocentric features, right? And I think this goes with the rest of the world. Correct me if I'm wrong, but based on my observation, that basically the closer you are to whiteness is the more beautiful you are. So if you see in the Filipino beauty standards, the lighter you are, the paler you are, the more considered, something's in my, the more considered beautiful you are. I mean, look at the media in the Philippines. Who are the models? Who are being plastered? Who are being promoted? Light skin, noses who are not pango. And so, or if you see one that's pango, they would be either like a maid or a villain. Also, I just have this theory that, okay, so do you know that in other countries, like let's say in Europe, for example, you know what? Let me get a brush pack. I'm back. I was watching this documentary. I don't know, I'm gonna try to remember, but it's basically about how our features are defined of where our ancestors are from. So for example, if you're in the north, your tendency is to be lighter skinned because you only have the sun less amount of time, so your skin needs to be light so that way when the sun is there, you're able, and your body is more efficient to absorb it. So in a country like Philippines, we are moreno. The tendency is that we've evolved to be moreno because we have a lot of sun, and so the melanin protects us from getting burnt, for example. So our ancestors pass on that genetic features, so that way our offsprings would stand a better chance of survival, right? So for example, also in the north, in countries that are cold, they have super tall noses because they need to absorb as much sun. And so if you notice, for my husband at least, because he's half German, half Irish, he's very light skinned, and so we always make sure to put a lot of sunscreen, extra sunscreen on his nose and on the higher points of his face, because that's where the sun hits you first. So it's kind of like a plant, right? You see a plant, it will try to be as close to the sun as possible because that's life, right? It gives life. And so I think in the Philippines, on the contrast, we benefited genetically in terms of our physicality, our genetics, to have noses that have a very small bridge because it benefited us from not getting sunburned. That's my theory. I don't know if somebody already thought of that, but basically I just thought of that idea because based from that documentary where I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. You know what? I'm not good at linking things. I'll try to be better, but that is my theory on why we have this nose bridge or the lack thereof, and I'm proud of it now. This is who I am, although I have really been straying away from contouring where I really just want to make my nose look super pinch. I do add shadow here because my face has a natural shadow there because it has that little bit of indentation. So for me, contouring is not a bad thing. It's just basically after you put foundation on, everything is flat, and our faces are not flat. It has its natural shadows. Like if you look at yourself without makeup, you have natural highlight points of your face are naturally a little bit highlighted. It's just nature, right? Because we are multi-dimensional, right? So anyways, I just wanna let that out. Where also, one more thing, try your best to be nice and use your words kindly, because I'm glad that those words didn't really scar me, didn't make me feel insecure and doubt myself, yes, but not to a point where I'm just like, I need to get plastic surgery, I need to get plastic surgery. And I'm not saying there's something wrong with plastic surgery. That's not what I'm saying at all, okay? I'm not, if that's what you want to do it. If it's gonna make you happy to have a plastic surgery, do it. And not everyone who goes to plastic surgery is insecure. Everyone has a different situation. I'm just talking about my experience. So what do you guys think? Oh yeah, what do you guys think? I have a lot more thoughts on the Filipino beauty standards, but I don't want to put it all in one video because I want to elaborate as much as I can on one topic. Also, I'll be doing my booktube of Brown Skin White Minds because again, that kind of triggered my curiosity before. I'm like, because I love history. That's why I also have a booktube of America's history. It's like, where did this all come from? What are the root? I love finding out like the root causes of things, like history, where it came from. That's the word. It's like for example, there's a word. I'm like, oh, so that's where it comes from, and it's just so fascinating to me with the history of it all. But guys, let's move away from that topic. But do you see how with one shadow, just this, we created this multi-dimensional look just from different ways of blending it? Isn't that amazing? But we got a blush. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the blush matches this look because I've already used it, but we're still gonna use it for the sake of this video. It's a nice peach, and definitely I'm gonna do it very light-handed. Maybe I just overdid it yesterday, but that's too light. You see that? It doesn't really match. I like the sheen that it has. Do you guys see that? Or let's see. Do you see? I mean, it has a little bit of that sheen. I don't want to overdo it because this one you can really overdo it quick and it's not a good look on me. Okay, I'm just going to do my mascara and I'll be right back. Guys, I am back. I added some ridiculous lashes, and yeah, I added some ridiculous lashes. And what else? And a little bit of eyeliner, which is completely have been covered up by the lashes. But sometimes I'm just in the mood to wear ridiculous lashes. Anyhow, anyways, anyhow. You know what I'm gonna, oh, the last thing that I'm going to use is the lipstick, and I already tried this. And one thing I like about the lip product that we got is the ease of application. And this stain, that's the other thing too. But you know what, I don't even mind the staining, because when you put lip balm on the next day, it looks so pretty. One thing I like about this though, it does fade beautifully, so I'll give that. Just kidding. I like defining my Cupid spell. I think that's it, guys. We're done! Finally! You know, it took me 10 tries for my lashes to finally be on. Oh my gulay, that was hard. That was a struggle and a half to get these lashes on, but I do want to practice, so I don't mind. Anyways, guys, what do you think of the look that we came up? Is it nice? I do like the bags. Okay, I don't know if you know, but one of the reasons I get this Ipsy is I do balikbayan box. A balikbayan box is when you send a big gigantic box to your families in the Philippines, and like kind of like a care package but on steroids, because it's huge and you put so much stuff in it. And my family love getting the items, and I usually send a lot of the bags with it, and they use it, so that's one of the reasons I like getting them. And so far I really like this look. Ipsy always impresses me when I finally put everything together, but would I put this color scheme together on my own? No, but it's okay, it's okay. I still like the look I came up with. Anyways, guys, there's a hair. You know when you have that teeny tiny lint and you can't seem to see it, but you can feel it? There it is. Oh, there it is. Anyways, guys, that's about it. I really hope that you end up subscribing if you want, and hit that notification bell to be notified for my future videos. And like this video if you like it, share it with your makeup loving friends, and comment down below what your thoughts of the Filipino beauty standards. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.